Hello, this is video 3 for Math0302, beginning Algebra Chapter 6, Section 5. In this video we're going to factor, first of all, y to the fourth minus 81. First, there are no common factors. Y to the fourth and 81, they don't share any common factors because there's variables on the first one and just a coefficient on the last. Now, is y to the fourth a perfect square of something? Yes, it is. The question is what? Well, notice that I can actually rewrite this just to kind of help you out a little bit. What I can do is I can use this. Y squared squared is y to the fourth. And then what squared gives you 81? Well, 9 does. Okay, now y squared squared gives you y to the fourth. Be aware that I'm not adding these two, I'm multiplying because this is an exponent to an exponent. We have to be very careful with that. Okay, so the factorization here, two sets of parentheses. The first term, square root of y to the fourth, is y squared. Square root of 81, 9. A minus means one's plus, one's minus. Here's the thing though, that we're not done. Y squared plus 9. Notice that this is actually a sum of two squares. And this is part of the reason why I put the addition first. Because the sum of two squares cannot be factored, but a difference of two squares can be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite y squared plus 9 here. But this y squared minus 9 can be factored into two sets of parentheses as well. Because y squared minus 9 is also a difference of two squares. So what's the square root of y squared? Y. Square root of 9? 3. How do you get a negative? Well, one's plus, one's minus. Notice that y squared plus 9 can't be factored, y plus 3 can't be factored, and y minus 3 can't be factored. Because none of these factors can be factored any further, this is going to be my answer. Okay, so y to the fourth minus 81 factors into y squared plus 9, y plus 3, y minus 3. Now, be aware that this is actually a pretty common occurrence anytime you see to the fourth power here. Okay, so be aware that to the fourth power, we're often going to give you a question where you're going to have to factor one more time here. Not always, but usually. Okay, let's look at letter E here. Here, I'll just leave that there. M squared plus 49. M is a perfect square. Well, m squared is a perfect square of m. 49 is a perfect square of 7, but what's the sign in between? Addition. This is a sum of two squares, and there's no common factor here. Because of that, this cannot be factored. This is prime. There's no factoring that you can do. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and leave it off here, and I will start with example F in the next video. See you in a second.